Lads and lasses, Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com with another Naked Sound review. Just getting in my morning brew, and I've got this rather unusual and wonderful P-bass. This is a Tokai hard puncher, but with the original headstock, and this one is rare because this is from the probably about 1986, I would say, and I think they only made this for about 1 year, and after that they went to, this is the first iteration of the APB model. This is an AJB40. What is the difference between APB and TPB? Well, the TPB had the Fender style headstock, and the APB have this original headstock, and also the spec on this is slightly nicer. Like TPB40 or TPB48 was either basswood or alder. This is actually ash. I don't know how many pieces it is. It's probably 3 piece, most likely. But yeah, I've had the neck off, of course, so I've seen the neck pocket, and it's a beautiful grain of ash, and it's quite light as well. So you've got a bass which is it's very comfortable to play. It's pretty lightweight. The action is really smooth. I've changed out the truss nut from a plus driver type to a hexa wrench type, just because you get better traction. The plus driver types, they always kind of get wear easily with age. So anyway, I put in that, I've greased it up, and it's working well. At the moment, you've got it at what is my ideal setup, which is 1.5mm at 12th fret with a nominal relief, which means that for if you want to play up the top and be a wanker with solos and stuff, like I always am, then you can, and it's nice and smooth. And then if you just want to groove down at the bottom, but put some welly into it, you can really dig in without any problem, you know. It's just great. Yeah. It's very smooth, plays really smoothly, and that was of course with the tone down. Tone up. Yeah, it gets nice and bright, crisp. It's got that nice kind of throaty choke to it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just a great bass. And like initially, I thought it was 90s, a 90s build, but I looked through all the 90s catalogs and I couldn't find any example with an ash body. They all had basswood bodies at that point. The AJB40 did, and instead of having this 80s logo, they had it just said Tokai Custom Edition in cursive. So definitely not a 90s build. It's most certainly 80s, and I think it's quite rare as a result. Now, it did come to me in pretty horrible condition. Like, it was covered in stickers on the back, and it's got a lot of scuffs and dings, and it's got buckle rash and whatnot. And there is a typical bloody crack by the E string screw there. That always happens right on the edge there. It always happens on the bloody Tokai because of where the design of these pegs and where the screw goes. That is just, it's actually just cosmetic. It doesn't go far down into the wood, but you know, it does bug some people. It actually, that's been filled in and treated, so that's not gonna, it's not gonna split any further at all. The nut is bone. They had obviously been holding cigarettes here. Does it smell of smoke? No, it doesn't smell of smoke. I think it's had plenty of years in the closet, just or somewhere, maybe out in the garage or something, just airing. So yeah, and like I said, I've changed the nut. The pick guard was broken, by the way. It was actually cracked down here. It was missing a whole piece, so I've put a different pick guard on, and I've laminated it in, this is a recycled pick guard. I've laminated it in walnut, sorry, veneered it in walnut, and then I've stained it with traditional Japanese sumi ink, which gives it this beautiful kind of matte black sheen. And you can see the green, the grain as well on there. Yeah, there's damage here because the broken pick guard, they tried to put part of it down here, and they put in the wrong kind of screw and cracked the top coat there. Stupid stuff like that, you know. So, but I kind of love the character of it with even with all the damage. I'm just going to leave it as is. I was considering like, should I do a refresh on it? But it's, you know, I don't think it's worth the time and effort, considering that it actually looks pretty cool anyway. And you know, it's not the kind of bass that I can sell for like a lot of money. It's not like super rare. Yeah, well, maybe it is maybe it is rare actually, because it's the first one I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm not putting it up for that much money. You know, I'm gonna try it for $450, see what the reaction is. I think it's well worth it. I mean, it's definitely one of the better P basses that I've played from Tokai. You know, I've had a lot of them through. I certainly prefer this to the earlier hard punchers. And it seems that the circuit is all original. The hardware is certainly all original. Yeah. So, you know, with the work I've done on the pickguard and, you know, just getting it playing, shipshape, cleaning it up and stuff, I've oiled the fretboard, and I've gone over the fretboard, cleaning it up as much as I can, because it had all these, you know, the finger grease residue and all that. So it is kind of disgusting, really, kind of a bit gross. And I've speed dipped all the hardware because that was really, really tarnished and quite rusty.